Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video, we learned question number 3 related with exercise number 2.3 related with the topic of equation of tangent line to the curve at a specific point, or related with chapter number 2 differentiation, second year RFSC part 2 mathematics. In today's video, I am going to start a new exercise number 2.4. So let's move toward question number 1 of exercise number 2.4. It tells that determine indicated derivative in each case. In each case, part 1 is s is equal to 5 multiply 7 minus t whole raised to the power 4. Find derivative of s with respect to the derivative of t. So move towards the solution of part number A of question number 1. We have given s is equal to 5 multiply 7 minus t whole raised to power 4. Here the independent variable is t and the dependent variable is s. So here we are going to find the derivative of s with respect to t. So it means that we will differentiate both sides with respect to t. So differentiating both sides with respect to t. So it becomes ds divided by dt. Here we have a pipe as a constant. So pipe will comes down to the front. So it becomes 5 multiply. We will take the derivative of this function because here a variable t is used, independent variable is used, and here pipe is a constant. So according to the rule, pipe will comes to the front and we will differentiate this term. So d by dt multiply 7 minus t whole raised to the power 4. After this it becomes 5 multiply. Here we will use generalized power rule. This 4 will comes to the front according to the generalized power rule, and in the power we will subtract 1. So it becomes 7 minus t power. We will subtract 1, so it becomes 4 minus 1. Here remember, we will also take the derivative of this inner function. So the inner function is 7 minus t, so we will differentiate this also. So d by dt multiply 7 minus t. So it becomes 5 multiply 4 gives us a value 20. After this, it becomes 7 minus t whole raised to the power 4 minus 1 gives us a value 3. Remember, the derivative of a constant 7 is 0. And here if we differentiate t with respect to t, so you know that dt by dt will be equal to the 1. And here we have negative sign, so it becomes minus 1. So by simplification we get ds by dt is equal to minus multiply 20 gives us minus 20, 7 minus t whole raised to the power 3. So this is our required result for the derivative of s with respect to t for the part number A. Now move to part number B. We have a function given w is equal to 4 multiply x cube minus 4x plus 2 whole raised to the power 5. Find the derivative of w function with respect to the second function x. So after this, move to solution. We have a function given w is equal to 4 multiply x cube minus 4x plus 2 whole raised to the power 5. Remember, here the independent variable is x and the dependent variable is w. So here we are going to find the value of dw by dx. So it means that we will differentiate both sides with respect to x. So on differentiating both sides with respect to x, it becomes dw by dx. So here 4 is constant, so bring it to the front. So it becomes 4 multiply derivative with respect to x, so it becomes d by dx of this function x cube minus 4x plus 2 whole raised to the power 5. So it becomes 4. Here we will use generalized power rule. This pipe will comes to the front and we will subtract 1 in the power. So it becomes x cube minus 4x plus 2. So by subtracting 1 in the power, it becomes 5 minus 1, which gives us a value 4. After this, we will also take the derivative of this inner function. So d by dx of the inner function, which is x cube minus 4x and plus 2. After this, by simplification, it becomes 4 multiply 5 gives us a value 20 multiply x cube minus 4x plus 2 whole raised to power 5. D by dx of this function. So here we will use generalized power rule. 3 will come to the front and subtract 1 in the power. So it becomes 3x square. Using the same rule over here, the derivative of x with respect to x is 1, so it becomes minus 4. And here the derivative of a constant is 0. So after simplification, it becomes 20 multiply 3 gives us a value 60x square. And after this, 20 multiply 4 gives us a value negative 80. because 0 multiply 4 gives us 0 and 4 multiply 2 gives us 8. So 80, and multiply this function which is x cube minus 4x plus 2 whole raised to the power 4. So this is the required derivative for the part number B of question number 1. Now move to part number C. A function is given x is equal to minus 3 multiply 4 minus 11 s square whole raised to power 5. Find the derivative of x with respect to SO. So move to solution. Function x is given which is equal to minus 3 multiply 4 minus 11 s square whole raised to power 5. Here the independent variable is s and the dependent variable is x. So we will differentiate with respect to s because we are going to find dx by ds. So we will differentiate with respect to s. So differentiating both side with respect to x so it becomes dx by dso which will be equal to the minus 3 times of differentiating with respect to x. So d by ds multiply 4 minus 11 s square whole raised to the power 5. So it becomes a minus 3 multiply. Here use generalized power rule, pi will comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power, it becomes 4 minus 11 s square whole raised to power 4. Differentiating this inner function. So the derivative of 4 is 0 because this is a constant. And the derivative of minus 11 s square according to the generalized power rule 2 will comes to the front, it becomes minus 22 because 11 multiplied 2 gives us 22. And subtract 1 in the power, so it becomes just s. So minus 22s. Now after this, so here we have minus 15 multiply minus 22s and multiply this function 4 minus 11 s square whole raised to power 4. So 22 multiply 15 will give us 0, 1, 11, 0, 2 and 2. So it gives us 0, 3 and 3. So it gives us a value plus 330s multiply 4 minus 11 s square whole raised to power 4. This is the required derivative. Now move to part number B. A function is given y is equal to 4 minus x cube whole raised to the power 11 divided by 5. Find dy by dx. It means that differentiate y with respect to x. So move towards the solution. Differentiating both sides with respect to x, so it becomes dy by dx will be equal to the d by dx because we differentiate with respect to x, so d by dx of a function. Here a pi is a 1 over 5 is a constant, so it will comes to the front. So 1 over 5 d by dx of this function 4 minus x cube whole raised to the power 11. Now after this it becomes 1 over 5. Here we will generalize power rule used. 11 comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power, it becomes 4 minus x cube power 11 minus 1 gives us a value 10. Again differentiate this inner function, so d by dx of the inner function which is 4 minus x cube. So it becomes 11 divided by 5 multiply 4 minus x cube whole raised to power 10. Here the derivative of 4 is a constant, derivative is 0, and here generalized power rule will be used, so it becomes 3 will comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power, it becomes minus 3x square. So by simplification minus 3 multiply 11 gives us a value minus 33x square divided by 5 and multiply 4 minus x cube whole raised to power 10. This is the required derivative. Now move to part number E. U is equal to cube root of 1 minus 3t square. Find the derivative of u with respect to t. Move to solution. Independent variable over here is t and the dependent variable is u. So here we have du by dt. So it means we will differentiate both sides with respect to t. So it becomes du by dt will be equal to the we differentiate with respect to t. So d by dt cube root. So we can write it 1 minus 3 t square. Here it is cube root, so it becomes 1 over 3. So 1 minus 3t square power 1 over 3. After simplification using generalized power rule, so 1 over 3 will come to the front and we will subtract 1 in the power. 1 minus 3t square, subtract 1 from 1 over 3, so 1 over 3 minus 1. And also take the derivative of the inner function, so d by dt of the inner function which is 1 minus 3t square. Now after this it becomes 1 over 3. Here it becomes 1 minus 3t square. 1 over 3 minus 1 gives us a value minus 2 divided by 3. And the derivative of 1 is 0. And the derivative of minus 3t square according to the generalized power rule, it becomes minus 3. 2 will comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power, it becomes just t. So after this, it becomes this 3 is cancelled out with this 3. We are left with minus 2t. So minus 2t. Here it becomes, comes to the denominator, so the power will becomes positive. So it becomes 1 minus 3t square power will becomes 2 divided by 3. Now after simplification it becomes a minus 2t divided by, here it can be written as 1 minus 3 t square. The power is 2 divided by 3, so we can write it 2 multiply 1 over 3. Now after this we can write it minus 2t divided by 1 over 3 can be written in this form, cube root. So it becomes a cube root of this function 1 minus 3 t square, and the power is 2. So this is the required derivative. Now move to part number F. S is equal to 1 over 3t plus 1 whole raised to power 7. Find ds by dt. So move towards the solution. Here the independent variable is t and the dependent variable is s. So differentiate with respect to t both sides. So it becomes ds by dt. So differentiating with respect to t, it is 3t plus 1 whole raised to power 7. So by moving to the numerator it becomes 3t plus 1 whole raised to power minus 7. The power will be sign will change. So after this, taking the derivative minus 7 will comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power. It becomes 3t plus 1 whole raised to power minus 8. And also take the derivative of this inner function. So derivative of 1 is 0 and the derivative of 3t is just 3. So it becomes minus 21 3t plus 1 whole raised to power minus 8. This is the required derivative. Now move to part number G. A function r is given which is equal to 1 over 2x minus 1 whole power 8. So find the value of dr by dx. So move towards solution. Here the independent variable is x and the dependent variable is r. So it becomes r is equal to, here the power of this function 2x minus 1 is power 8. So by moving to the numerator it becomes 2x minus 1 power negative 8. Sign will changes. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. So dr by dx will be equal to the d by dx 2x minus 1 whole raised to power minus 8. Now by using generalized power rule, minus 8 will comes to the front and subtract 1 in the power, it becomes minus 9, and take the derivative of this inner function. Derivative of negative 1 is constant, so derivative is 0, and the derivative of this function dx by dx is 1, and multiply 1 it gives us a value 2. So 2 multiply 8 gives us negative 16, and this will comes to the denominator, so the power will becomes positive 2. So 2x minus 1 power 9. This is the required derivative. Now move to part number H. R is equal to 1 over 5 multiply 4x square minus 7 whole raised to power 7. Find dr by dx. This is the last part of question number 1. So differentiate both sides with respect to x. First, we are going to make the equation just like 1 over 5. Here the power of 4x square minus 7 is positive, so by moving to the numerator it becomes 4x square minus 7 whole raised to power will changes to the negative sign, it becomes negative 7. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. So dr by dx will be equal to the, using generalized power rule, minus 7 will comes to the numerator, it becomes minus 7 divided by 5, and subtract 1 in the power according to the rule. So it becomes 4x square minus 7 power negative 8, and differentiate this inner function also. So derivative of this function is 0, and the derivative of this function according to the generalized power rule will be, multiply this 4 with 2 it becomes 8, and subtract 1 in the power it becomes 8x. Now by simplification 8 multiply 7 gives us minus 42. 7 multiply 8 it gives us a value 7 multiply 5 35 6 7, so it gives us negative 56. Negative 56 x divided by 5, and here the power is negative 8, so by moving to the coming to the denominator the power becomes positive, so 4x square minus 7 power 8. This is the required derivative. So with this question number 1 is completed. Inshallah in the next video I will solve question number 2 related with exercise number 2.4 chapter number 2 differentiation. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon to receive the upcoming notification about FSC part 2 mathematics. Thank you.